Yama, I'm Jack, this is Newsbreak, and happy NAIDOC Week. And just a warning to our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers, this program contains images and voices of people who have died. Yep, it's NAIDOC Week, an annual celebration of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, their culture, history and achievements. Today, it's celebrated by Aussies right around the country, but it actually started out as a protest. In 1938, on the 26th of January, protesters marched through Sydney. Organisers called it the Day of Mourning. You see, for a lot of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, January 26, or Australia Day, marks when the land they'd been living on for thousands of years was claimed by someone else, and started hundreds of years of mistreatment and discrimination. Over the years, the protests shifted to become more of a celebration of the milestones that Indigenous people have achieved. It was moved to the first Sunday of July, and eventually extended to a week to allow for more events and activities, including the NAIDOC Awards, which have been postponed this year because of, well, COVID. But there's still a lot of incredible things going on. Australia's Tokyo Olympics flag bearers have just been named. Who are they? Well, I'll give you a hint. One will be the first female swimmer to carry the flag. The other will be the first Indigenous Australian to carry the flag. Let's see if you guessed them.
All right, first up, it's basketball champion Patty Mills. And he will be joined by swimming star Kate Campbell. They're both very excited.
An honour and a privilege that I do not take lightly, and I am so humbled to be able to do.
Campbell's already won 5 Olympic medals, including 2 gold. She will be the first female swimmer to carry the flag into an Olympic opening ceremony. And that's not the only first. Patty Mills will be the first Indigenous Australian to carry the flag.
It's such an honour and a massive privilege for me as a proud Gugara, Nagyargal and Dawara Meriam man. This is really special.
Mills is one of our top basketball exports. He was drafted to the NBA in 2009 and plays for the San Antonio Spurs. The Tokyo Olympics will also be his 4th, playing for our national team, the Boomers. The sharp shooting guard is also really well known for supporting Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander youth, and is also an advocate for social justice. So there you have it, our Tokyo Olympic flag bearers.
This year's theme for NAIDOC Week is Heal Country, and a really important part of that is welcoming cultural knowledge of First Nations peoples. That includes cultural burning. Nat finds out what that is and how it helps to protect the land.
Australia's no stranger to bushfires, and some of them in recent years have been devastating. But fires aren't necessarily a bad thing. For thousands of years, Indigenous people have used fire as a way to control the amount of dry grass, leaves and branches on forest floors. The idea is that when a bushfire comes along, there's less stuff to go up in flames because it's already been burnt. It's a practice known today as cultural burning. When European people started settling in Australia a couple hundred years ago, cultural burning really confused them, and many of them were scared, so they put an end to it.
We're not managing country properly, and as a consequence we're going to keep getting these fires. They're the result of poor management, high fuel loads, and climate now is kicking in and making them untenable.
But in recent years, that thinking started to change. Like here at this coastal reserve just south of Melbourne, where traditional owners and ecologists are working together to burn off thick ferns that have been choking out smaller plants.
Thousands and thousands of year-old knowledge, bring that back into the bush is only going to lead to good outcomes as far as we can see.
There have been some big announcements and events throughout NAIDOC Week, so here are some of our favourite things. Australia Post parcels now have a new space on them so you can include traditional place names. They're being phased in from this week, and it's all thanks to a campaign from Gomeroi woman Rachel McPhail.
So I think it's important to use those names as a celebration.
And this is easily the cutest thing ever. Rockhampton's 2021 NAIDOC Baby Show. 110 kids dressed to impress a panel of judges. But families say it's mostly a chance to get together and celebrate their culture. Look, everyone's a winner here, even if they're a little grumpy about it. Well, that's all we have for today. Have an awesome NAIDOC week. And before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button.